From the winerychannel.tv, this is The Source. Here's winemaker Justin Smith of Saxum Vineyards, Paso Robles, California.
So everybody asks what the name Saxum means, and it's a translation in Latin. It means large stones, and I came about it because one, our vineyards are very rocky, and we have these large stones all over the place. But when I was studying botany at Cal Poly and ecology, there is a type of plant that is called a saxifrage, and that translates as rock eater. And the way these plants that we have grow right in the rock, it's like they're chewing on the rocks and they're living at it. So saxifrage is a little too long, so I shortened it down to Saxum. But Stone is also a family name. So on my father's side, his grandmother's last name was Stone, and his mom, in honor of her mom, named all of her kids with rock themes. So my dad is a Pebble, and there's a Rocky and a Brick and a Sandy that are all his brothers and sisters. So I kept the Stone thing going with wines instead of cursing my kids with the rock themes. But they say if I was a girl, they were going to name me Crystal. So luckily I was a boy.
Good morning.
So this is my father Pebble and my mother Terry.
Good morning.
And all their crazy mutts.
You had a crazy dog.
The clusters look great. It's the best I've ever looked.
The old vine Bovedra.
Did you drop a little bit, but not?
We dropped half of it.
You dropped half of it?
You dropped half the fruit.
So these are our old Mourvedre vines that we planted in '87. We like to keep them head trained. It allows the canopy kind of to shade the clusters a little bit, and it's a traditional way to farm Mourvedre. So one of the really unique, interesting things about this area is our soils. We are on calcareous shale soils with a very high lime content. So it's an ancient seabed, about 15 million years old, and because of that, we have a lot of fossils and even some whale bones. I'd like to show you some of our spots. So because this is the ancient seabed, the layers that fell down are very flat and fractured and thin, and the vine's roots are able to penetrate down through these cracks and get the minerals that they need and the water that they need. But one of the interesting fun things about it is that we find a lot of fossils out here. Like this area right here, when we made this this block, it was so steep that we had to cut these terraces in it. And when we did cut these terraces in the shale, we unearthed a lot of fossils. So as you can see, around here there's a lot of ancient bones. So this is actually a whale bone that's about 15 million years old, and it came right out of this area right here. And that's why we call this block our bone rock block. This is our oldest block of Syrah, and this is where it's coming from. So because these vines are growing in this solid rock, it limits their growth and keeps their vigor down, but it allows them to pull up everything they need. But what that causes is that the clusters are quite small, and the berries stay very small. And what that happens, or what that does, is it keeps the skin to juice ratio very, very high. So there's a lot of skin, and all your flavors in wines are coming out of your skins. So our wines tend to have a lot of concentration, a lot of fruit in them because these berries are so small.
Thanks for joining us here on The Source.